Moo and good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pinktron. I am Brent Robinson. I'm joined today by John Keenan. John, what are you drinking?
Well, I guess it's a little adjacent to mushrooms. It's called the Gnome's Delight by Culture Shock. It's essentially kombucha with Marionberry in it. But my daughter found it at the farmer's market and said, "You need this for the Pink Tron." And I said, "Absolutely."
It does sound perfect. Good
Yeah,
job. Good job, John's daughter. All
yeah.
right. We also have with us Steph at Jen. Steph, what are you drinking?
It's later at night, almost half 11, past 10, so I have there's still a bit of hot cocoa left. It's
Nice.
getting springy, but yeah.
I don't blame you for having a hot cocoa. I just actually had a latte at lunch, but I do have here uh bubbly or sparkling ginger ale. It's sort of like sparkling water with ginger ale flavor. But I do want to mention that so a couple weeks ago I had like some sort of kombucha ginger ale thing on the show
Mm.
I had mentioned, and it was fine. Apparently that was a sample that actually my wife had gotten from someone at work, and I was not supposed to drink it because she was supposed to drink it and give feedback.
Whoops.
So I got in trouble. And now in our fridge is a like some sort of kombucha mushroom root beer concoction that she's supposed to give feedback on. And I really
Oh,
wanted to
yeah.
bring it and drink it on the show. I thought it would be perfect. But no,
Perfect.
it is also a sample that my wife is supposed to drink and give feedback on. So I figure I should not screw that up twice in a row.
Right. Be, be the husband you dream of being, Brent.
Oops a daisy. Speaking of things that are spicy like a ginger ale, No Spring Chickens is on week 6, last race of the series, and we are going to race the It's a Climb finish route. Um, yeah, this is a 30 kilometers pretty much with the lead in, and the first 24 kilometers are generally pretty flat, a little bit of rollingness. So you come out from downtown into uh I don't know what the backwards direction of the Cul de Saddle Springs is, but anyway, that little
Yeah.
bump up into the roundabout into the southern coast, all the little bumpiness of the southern coast, and then the spicy finish will be um it's a the Mayan it's a finish with finish at the Itza KOM top. So for all the people who've been getting dusted by sprinters and some of the flatter routes, now's your chance to be able to hopefully take it to them at the end. Although I guess we'll see if they break you early. Have you any? I don't. John, did you get into any of these? Have you been racing No Spring
I
Chickens?
have not been racing enough of these to be in the GC, but yeah, I'll race this one this afternoon. I missed the race one, but should be able to get into race two. That's a lot of that's a lot of flat before you hit the climb.
It,
I
it,
think I've raced this one before, and yeah,
yeah, and the climb isn't even like that climby. Like it's
yeah,
certainly the Mayan half is draftable, and even probably the first half of it is draftable. It's really just once you get to that back half of Itza with there's kind of like you kind of like get into more like the bridgy part of it before the end is like really the climby bit. So
yeah. I mean, there's even
um
a downhill part on the first part of these. I feel like.
that's right. Yeah, you do like a little bump up and then
Yeah.
it goes back down, and then you start for earnest. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I think it should be kind of interesting because like there is a few GC battles out there at the top. Like
Mhm.
the B one is kind of good, the C one's kind of good. But then there might be a 2 minute gap, which I guess would be hard to make up, but still, um, definitely the people in the GC are going to want to push the pace
Right.
on the bottom, and like it's everybody starts at the same time. So like the heavy hitters, whoever the fast people are in each category, are going to push early and on the flats to keep the pace
Mhm.
high. So definitely one to be gauging. Like, am I going to burn out and get dropped in 12 kilometers and then get caught up and be tired and then have to do the climb? Or should I just
Right.
let the next group in front of me go and settle into my group and then have a better climb to get up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like it's a judgment of like how much do you want to sell out on the flat to hang with that fast group versus, at kilometer 15, not being able to do it anymore is not going to be great. And then soloing it is going to be low.
Like if you're on your like 10-mile TT pace for the
Yeah.
first 3-4 minutes, maybe you're gonna need to back off
Yeah. Yeah.
because you're gonna have a lot of race left after that. But yeah, like I said, the battles are pretty like A is there's only the two of them, and it looks like Andy's probably got it. As long as he gets in this race. I haven't checked if he already did it. But B, like there's only 2 minutes between the top two, Aga and Terry. So like, well, like not even, and like 90 seconds, which 90 seconds of GC is kind of a lot, but for sure, like if you get two different groups, 90 seconds could definitely happen.
Yeah. This is a long race. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, don't want to break Terry's heart, but they were both Aga and Terry in the same race, and Terry lost. Was
Oh,
25 seconds down on Aga.
that's tough. And honestly, like this is the one where Aga probably has the bigger advantage. Like Terry's a very strong cyclist, but he's a little heavier guy compared to Aga. So
Yeah, 66 kilos.
yeah. So Matt probably already raced, but in like the second and third battle in the C's is only about 13 seconds apart. So that's a good one.
Mhm.
You're about 2 minutes-ish between first and second in the D's. Heinz has got the hammer there. Then Allen is the only one who's got all his races in, but yeah. And I hope Alison Kerr finishes. I don't know who Alison Kerr is from ZR Scotland, but she's got all 5 races in. She is the only lady. She is the lady champion as long as she races this weekend. So full credit to
She
Alison Kerr.
she raced also race one. I
Did
see.
she? Oh,
Yeah.
Alison Kerr is a champion already. There it goes. Love it. Allison, you're my hero.
Places. Nice work.
Yep. So, but overall, like, I mean, as much as like the GC numbers are a little thin, the races themselves have been well populated. Like, I think for a spring series already getting into the end of April, I think it did okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I might, if we do this again next year, I would consider maybe doing a bit broader age categories potentially, just to increase the number of
Interesting.
people in the GC because, like,
Yeah.
it's not like it doesn't affect your race so much, right? You know who's in your GC, like especially when everybody starts at the same time. It's not
Yeah.
like
Sometimes you end up finishing and there's no one in your age category that you're really
yeah.
sprinting for the line. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not so important as like a power category because it's supposed to be banded around your power, right? Like if you're competing
Yeah.
against people at a 20-year age gap, you could be getting just as dusted as a 10-year age gap.
Yeah, that's true.
But at least there'd be a few more people in your GC to kind of duke it out with. So we'll see. We'll see. Bike choice, I think it's basically arrow without a disc, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I never liked the disc. It just looks heavy. This looks too heavy. I don't know.
Yeah, if it's a pure flat course, I would pick a disc. But if there's a moderate climb in it, in before I had the MV 4.5 Pros. Now I'm switched over to the new good one. Those the Wake 65660. Whatever, the new Princeton wheel, one of the new Princeton wheels, so the more all-rounder type, that have good aero, but also good, are lighter. So yeah.
Yeah, I think what you'd probably find on Zwifter bikes is that a disc might even be overall faster on the whole course, but realistically, this race is probably you're going to win your group in the climb at the end. So
Yeah,
that's when you'll want to be the fastest.
yeah. If there isn't any dumb stuff in the first 24 kilometers, and you are together or somewhere, because it's still as it's all mass start. It's technically HWR, but with age group bands. But yeah,
Okay, well, I think that's all there is to say about that. Thanks again to everybody who's been racing No Spring Chickens. I will do my best to make sure I actually do updates on the results. In fact, maybe I can push some buttons right now and get that other one. Well, it won't update all the GC because it waits till all the races are done, because you can do best time over the weekend. So if you race more than one, your best time counts.
yeah,
So it doesn't actually update till all the races are in anyway. So, yeah. But I will do my best to get it done on Sunday. I should have time. I'm not going out of town this Sunday, so hopefully we'll get those all updated quick, and then we'll do a results post in the Facebook group. Heard beginner racing, Stef?
end of the month. So classic TikTok.
TikTok good. And is there? I saw there was a post from Nathan. Is there changes coming to HBR after this week?
Oh yeah, she posted. That's correct. Let me see.
This is riveting podcasting. I
Catherine
know
is up in
everybody.
the comments. I edited suggest. Yeah, everything.
Yeah,
Are they changing the bands again? They just changed the PRS bands, right?
search. Yeah, I think. Well, they do I think they do like to adjust it kind of regularly, and I think with it going to like this more spring season and stuff getting thinner, they might adjust to make sure that the fields still come a bit
Mhm.
fuller. Although I'm not seeing a post recently. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. All right, well, come race HBR, and if there's changes next week, we'll let you know. And I think the other thing we will say in terms of herd news, there is a Phoenix Rising Memorial Ride for Terry Woodley. Did that already go by? Did we miss it? No, May 2nd at, oh God, I don't, it's at 5:30 a.m. Pacific. So like,
Yeah, it's 2:30 p.m. My time, so 1:30 UK time.
yeah. So for those who would like to get together, remember Terry, we encourage you to sign up, do a nice group ride. And I think that's all the herd racing events coming up. I guess the only thing to say is HSRL will be back. So this is the last week of No Spring Chickens. HSRL will start next week. It looks like there might still be changes to the full route. So next week we do Pinktron. We will do a full assessment of at least the next set of HSRL courses. It looks like it will mostly be traditional HSRL. We're looking at probably an 8-week series, although we may mix in 2 new types of formats that are different than typical HSRL points only formats. Looks like there might be something that might be a time trial. So that would be interesting. And
variation of the points race, FTS, FAL, potentially lap FTS or something like that. So expect a whole lot of combinations.
Yeah, and let's just say that if you're doing that series, you might want to go back and listen to the discussion last week on the Pinktron about the Umezi Grit bike choice issue. It might be valuable to you in this next set of HSRL courses. All right. And I think that brings us to, well, normally we do the news, but really the Zwift news seems very quiet this week. I got.
I think it's especially here in Europe. It's starting. It's end of April. Spring is in full season, so it's back for a lot of people. The outdoor season has started or starting or has started already. So yeah, maybe less news indeed.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like the new level cap and the running one are now fully implemented in the last update. That's good to know. And I guess that's gonna have this new little century stripe thing. So if you're 100 plus, you're gonna get this new thing in your little bio or listing in the right-hand side. That's gonna indicate if you're a 100 plus level rider. So I guess that's kind of cool. Anyway, we'll see. And
So now the
then,
prestige thing is going to be two of those for your 200 level riders.
yep, that's, well, I wonder how
That's
long it'll
next
take.
goal.
Probably not long, because some of those guys like Eric Schlanga and Tim Bacon Surly and James, I mean, those guys have probably been in accelerated level 100 XP for years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'll be kind of cool. So I guess it's not out yet. There was a whole Facebook thread about it. Calm down, people. Game isn't broken if you're not getting your century stripe, but it should show up soon.
Yeah, it all depends when you get your update, and sometimes Apple or whatever gets it a bit later, so who knows?
Well, or like it sounded like based on the post I read, like the support for it is in the update, but Zwift hasn't actually pushed the button to activate that yet. So
Okay.
There'll be another update release to flip the switch is what I got out of that post.
and that brings us to round the horn. If around the horn, we just finished doing the big spin. I think you can still maybe get the spinners. I've got to look that up because they were on. I did a workout yesterday and I still saw the Jarvis spinner up there. Although
Oh,
I
Uh,
gotta say,
I, I wouldn't. Well, I haven't checked it, but I know one of the. I think the heard reports that the Stoneway is pretty empty for that drops farm. I know one of the accounts that was used for teleporting to started doing rides of his own. So I think that spinner is probably gone.
okay. So
But yeah,
maybe it was just either because I was in a workout or something. It was
well,
a glitch or who knows. But like I said, it didn't spin for me, so maybe it's just like the visual is still there, but the spinner isn't active.
yeah,
right. The arc on
yeah.
the side.
Which like was it supposed to spin during a workout? I can't remember.
Yeah. People were using that drop farm still as in workouts. Well, you couldn't teleport because of the workout, but they were doing U-turns, so it should
Hmm.
Okay. All
as
right,
long
so
as
maybe it's gone.
as long as you did the complete segment, you should have the spinner always, from what I've understood.
Okay. So maybe
But
it's done.
yeah, told our one of our ladder team chat group. I'm now up to, well, at the end I was up to 6.6 million, and I probably, with some buying and upgrading, I probably must have farmed around 8 to 9 million drops on that farm. So I'm glad it's over, and because another bit after that, Gerben, one of the climb portals, the Waterberg, is only 400 meters long, but if you use a time trial bike, you get a 10 XP per banner, and there's like 10 banners over a banner every 40 meters, so you could use that to farm XP. I don't know if you wanted to get to level 100, I don't know, but yeah, I'm kind of done with farming. My farming is good after that Stoneway sprint.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. So
But it was nice to see a lots of people on that segment. It was just crazy how much people there were there.
that is funny. That is funny. Um yeah, it's I guess everybody's got like something that something, whatever keeps you motivated, right? To get out on Zwift, even if you're doing derpy
Yeah, as long as
video
it's
game
not dirt,
nonsense.
right? As long as it's not gravel. We don't want to go slow on the gravel.
Well, I was using during that farm. I was using my gravel bike to upgrade it, so it wasn't going
Right.
particularly fast. But
You're gonna need it
yeah,
soon.
yeah, yeah. As a link, yeah, I didn't really did the big spin. I think I did two rides, and I think I got the jungle headphones and the lumberjack kit, and that was about it. So I spent more on the drop farm editing than the actual switch spin rides. But yeah,
Yeah, all I got, I ended up with the cowboy hat, the bandana, the tri-spoke wheel. That might have been it. That might have been it.
well, I got from all at the start from that Stoneway sprint. I think I got all the headwear, or the 8 or 10 things from the two previous big spins. So there's that.
Nice.
The jungle headphones, when you put the big bobblehead modification on it, it looks like you're playing Minecraft.
Oh yeah, I
The
bet.
strangest
I
looking
bet.
thing.
That's
Yeah.
funny. All right. Well, the reason we're gonna talk, the thing we're gonna do for Around the Horn is inspired by the fact that there is the big spin stuff. So you're gonna say what our favorite sort of non-herd kit. Obviously, our two favorite kits are the two herd kits, the herd and the herd racing kit. But we thought we'd talk about what our favorite pieces of kit are in the game outside of those two, of course. And I'll say listen, my new favorite thing is the cowboy hat. I'm wearing the cowboy hat. I like the cowboy hat. Probably gonna wear the cowboy hat a lot. So really like the cowboy hat.
I was hoping for the fringed cowboy jersey, but I never got it.
Yeah, I didn't get it either. Um I got the wheels. I did that route at least twice, maybe three times, and I think I got wheels and drops or something, so a repeat.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought all those big spin kits were good this year. My other favorite kit, I think, the one that I really like is the 1980s neon kit. That one is one that I like to wear a lot. It's a bit goofy and fun, but I like it.
Now, is that which one's that? Is that the one that looks like the solo cups
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, look
with
at
the
like the
sort of
little
the
tiny
stripes
paper
of
cups. Yep,
paint?
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No, that's kind of an iconic one.
yeah. How about you, Steph? Do you ever wear
Yeah,
any different kit?
yeah. I was about to say I don't really wear different kits. And the problem for me when I first started, I was thinking, oh, lots of kits, and there were some the referral codes. So I used a bunch of them. So my especially before for the now. Ordering or the ones you used last at the top. It was just one big mess, and I always had trouble when I switched from one of the herd kits to another herd kit of another. I had to find it, but I think the one I used, I used the lumberjack for a bit because I unlocked it, and before that, because I unlocked it also recently, were the the dino, not the dino suit, but the dino kit thing. And it's not really a kit, but I've been wearing the Scotty the Squirrel hat ever since I unlocked it. Basically, I'm not part. It's over a year that I've been a part of the Speedy Squirrels ladder team, but I still wear it proudly.
Yeah, I used to love wearing the Scotty Squirrel hat, but I did get a little tired of the samey same, so now I mix it up.
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah, I've been trying to do matchy-matchy. So if I'm doing a group ride, I try to figure out what the kit's going to look like and put on shoes and socks and whatever the headgear is that I can match as close as possible. But there really are, I don't have that many shoes. That's the thing. And they're
Hmm.
all kind
Yeah,
of color. So that doesn't work that well.
Yeah, they're
Um,
kind
yeah.
of all,
For me,
yeah.
they're usually black, gray, or white.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I think the only real color ones, like there's a pair of yellow Mavics,
yeah.
and
There's
then
like a
there,
pink and blue and a pink and yellow pair. Is that what it is?
yeah, like
Yeah.
the Umezi, they're like Umezi something that you could unlock from some event.
Okay.
But then yeah, everything else is pretty much black, white, or I guess like the Alpine shoes are brown.
Oh, I don't have those.
Oh yeah,
That
the
I
Alpine
know of.
shoes go with um
With the
the
later hose.
lederhosen.
Oh, sweet.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Well, since all the flowers are coming up where I live, I've been wearing the cherry blossom
Oh
kit,
yeah, I
which
like
is
that one.
I think is really nice looking kit. But I would love a pair of like that dark navy blue shoes to go match it. And then the pink headphones are good for the blossoms.
Or
Good
were the
match.
ones you thinking of the pop art shoes? They kind of have like kind of weird dotty thing with blue and pink.
Yeah, yeah, that's what they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've also got the
Yeah.
Tour Watopia shoes, which are like kind of a light bluey color. At least
Oh,
one
that would be
pair,
good.
maybe
Yeah.
two different pairs of those.
Okay.
well, I was about to just open up Zwift, and I got the message for the update. So for the not
Great.
that I'm nowhere near level 100, although I'm level 86, 87 and a half or something like that. So
And
getting there.
do you guys wear sunnies?
I always wear glasses because I wear glasses in real life and it just feels weird not to.
Yeah, I always put sunnies on because I don't know. When I ride, I always wear sunnies, right?
Yeah, yeah, that too.
The
What,
one,
what yeah, what I did in the past before thing is what was my when I had well the hammerheads usually raise in the the normal herd kits, but the squirrels they, raced in the racing kit, and before that I raced with polka dots ha- hand shoes, and then I think it was like I can't remember the name of it, but also red and white helmet.
Mm.
nice. That's a good idea.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the team time trial folks used to use sock color to help identify who's in what place, which I don't know. I found that very difficult to look at sock color, where if they had different headgear on, I could like, oh, okay, that's the person I need to be following.
Yeah, we used to be really good in about everyone getting different hats and stuff, helmets, whatever,
Mhm.
in both like ZRL and TTTs and stuff like that. We never had them like design like number one must be X. You just know that Bob or whatever was wearing
Yeah, yeah. You
the
sort of
market
figure
hat
it
or
out
whatever.
as you're going along, but hopefully
Yeah,
you don't have two of the same.
yeah.
On the other end of the spectrum, not to throw shade on anybody in particular, but I've done the Rafa 500, Festive 500, like 3 years in a row now. And their kit is just always like, huh, they chose that, huh? Okay.
Usually it's just kind of bland. Like
It's
it's
very
always
bland and
gray
muted
and
and smear. Like 1 year it was sort of like you took a tumble in the mud and it was sort of smeary brown, and you're like,
yeah,
oh, that's an interesting choice. Okay.
agreed. Yeah, I'm not. It's not my. Usually, I don't usually wear the Rafa kit too much.
No, it's
There
just
was one. Was there one that was like a navy blue? I feel like there was a navy blue one that wasn't too bad. But yeah,
I'm not
usually it's kind of meh.
calling that one.
I've been using I do have my level 100 confetti socks. and I do use them, and I do give people confetti ride-ons.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm 2 levels away. Yes.
Are you 98?
The middle of 98 even. Yeah.
Oh, go John.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gonna get it.
Yeah, it's
I've been
fun.
using the electric socks just to be goofy.
I use them
Yeah.
too, but I've only done like the basic power one. I don't have like the next,
Yeah. You don't have the real upgrade.
the rug pull electric socks.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the fire socks were fun. They were novel for a little while. I wore them sometimes, but
yeah.
again, you don't want to wear them in races. So
Until you get
Technically, you also don't want electric socks because they also kind of
they give away to tell.
give away. But yeah,
except for you don't when you get the second level of the factory, you get then that's an arrow upgrade, is it not?
Right.
Yeah. So then you do want it regardless of the giveaway.
Yeah.
And you get the little like wind things coming off the wheels. Yeah.
Looks cool and is fast.
I gotta say, well, if you're at 98, you've basically got them all too, but like the upper level Zwift kits are just not worth the juice barely. Like it's good to get there.
Yeah.
Oof. Even the
There's
level
one
100
with
kit
a
is
number on it. Is it 95 or something? It's like it's an odd. I don't know why they would put the number on it. Yeah. Level
And
number.
then I think you get the Mirage ones, which are kind of meh.
Yeah. I had a kick for a while. I was wearing all the like cow print and a leopard print and it was all animal prints, but that was like maybe level 40 or something. It was a long time ago.
Chris always likes to wear the donut one. I think he's a donut.
He's a
It's always pretty good.
I think I saw.
the pineapple. Usually wears. I think he also does the pineapple jersey. I think
he has been wearing the pineapple one a lot recently. That's fair. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. Well, listen, I know it's getting into the end of Zwift season, but there's lots out there to still have fun on Zwift, even with derpy looking kits. So I think on that note, we might say thank you to Stef Etienne. Thank you to John Keenan. Thank you to everybody listening at home and doing their No Spring Chicken or other herd races this weekend. Have fun out there, everybody. Moo and good night.
Pink Tron Podcast is a production of the Herd Racing League. All nonsense is our own. Thank you to Gavin Ions for the theme music. Moo and ride on.